Yeah, just like
Yeah,
if you could tell everyone the different managers that you've worked with, just so that all the fans can sort of get an idea of the different teams that you've been involved with and coaches that you've been involved under.
yeah, of course. I mean, these are top managers, are among the very best of the decades or the last decades even, uh, because all of them have a really strong tactical behavior they believe in, and they are different. For example, Spalletti has changed a lot through the years. Always he liked to play a certain kind of football made by passing, by taking the pitch constantly, moving up the pitch, controlling the ball, and then bringing to the ball into the places where you are more effective on the between the lines. So great on that. Really, I learned a lot from him from that point of view. Conte is more a kind of, let's say, direct football, but that starts from the build-up, from the goalkeeper. Andanovic was fundamental with Antonio, with Conte, because he helped him a lot in the building up phase, the one really close to our goal, and then has a pass line, is open onto the attacking players like Lukaku, Lautaro, keeping the ball, shielding the ball, and then moving to the other side, and that was very effective. With Mourinho, I would say the game style is more about dynamics and is really able to make players connect to each other. So you have a system, but then also players are open, are free to find solutions. So he gives more space to fantasy of these players. And for example, in my opinion, Mkhitaryan has been great this season. Such a smart player that, wow, amazing, wonderful. So him going away, it's quite a loss for Roma because he's a really smart guy, really strong player.
Most
And
definitely.
Inter will have another midfielder that can help them to race for the title.
Yeah, most definitely. I think it's so interesting how you said that Mourinho gives players more freedom to express themselves and find solutions on their own. And I just wanted to kind of highlight that for anyone listening, because I think it's important to realize the media, especially, I'm coming from an American here, so I hear American media quite often. The media portrays Mourinho as someone who is really harsh on his players, judges them a lot. He's often with the media, as we all know. He, in his press conferences, can be very brash, very intense with the press. And so I think people paint a picture of him as a manager who is really sticking to the system, intense, and wants his players to do things one way and one way only, and that's his style. But I think it's important for people to realize, like you said, how open he is to people finding solutions on their own and sort of expressing themselves on the field.
Yeah. I mean, every manager needs to be tough in certain moments because you can't be, I can't recall the right word, but you need to be that way also. A manager needs to be hard sometimes with players, but he's not his style. Actually, the opposite, as you were saying, because he really helps the guys finding a solution, and he really gives them the choice to do what is better for them. And I really believe that the more the players understand this kind of connection between each other, and the more the game style, let's say how the progression of the match can be is better for them. So it's quite the opposite. Defensively, every manager has to be strict with rules, but then I would say Mourinho offensively, and I love him for this fact, because making people interact among them, for me, is the best solution. Also to be creative, to to not be easy to read by the opposition.